Hello, you sinners and saints, you demons and demigods of free speech and wisdom. How's everybody doing today? Again, unprepared. I prepare, but I'm unprepared. Prepared, but I'm... There they are. There the eyes are. All right. I don't know. You're supposed to be brighter, right? Boop, boop, boop. I think it needs new batteries. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It seems to... These new batteries. Anyway, hello. Welcome to the Jesus Podcast. I am your average mortal host. Or your average mortal host. Not the son of God, but the son of Clyde. And, so let us begin the ritual. We will light the... Well, we can't do it with this one. So again... I'm back. All right, so we're gonna light the candle of freedom. There we go. Everybody needs a candle of freedom. And it's only gonna get one little candle today. So it's here, let's see if I can't All right, we lit the candle of freedom and wisdom. That's what this is going to be called. The candle of freedom and wisdom. Now we light the Be Nice candle because we want everybody to be nice. And we light the Virgin Mary to remind us that anything's possible. So the candle of any possibilities. There we go. And now we have the Holy Trinity of candles. The average Trinity of candles. There is nothing holy about me. So, I decided to try something different today. Literally and honestly, just gonna go to my news feed over here and find out what we are supposed to be outraged about today. Because what I have found out from... not being on social media, is that I am not as angry, not as worried, less stress. I'm gonna admit, I think social media is poison, and I think that's how they want it. Because I hear stories that in China, like for example, let's just take TikTok, the one I have the most followers on. The one in China promotes like STEM education. It promotes like educational things. Like if you want to learn how to do something, it promotes that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Freeing up my lungs from the Los Angeles smog after my run this morning. By the way, so I'm coming up with a new routine. By the way, let's see. Daily committed for... I don't know. Something about Australia. Apple's base MacBook Pro 13 with M2 has much slower SSD than the previous model. So Apple, I guess, couldn't get the same chip. So let's be outraged about that Apple is putting forth a less superior product, because all their stuff comes from China, so they had to get something from somewhere. The best ROTMs for Spectrum. I should find that out because I currently have a Spectrum router that I pay $5 a month to rent, and I am not happy with that because I had a router and it just would not work, and I don't know why, and I think they do it on purpose. So I'll be outraged about that they make their routers not accessible to everybody. And by the way, if anybody is talking to me or tweeting to me, I do not have that. Oh, but wait a second. What I can do is, I think this is right. Boop. Oh, there we go. And then if I do this, Now you guys should be able to see what I see. So we're mad about these routers. All right, let's be mad about that. Why should you stop hiring full service movers? Because they rip you off. Because they quote you a price, then they hold your shit hostage, and then they're like, "What are you gonna do? Call the police?" And the police will, well, they have a contract, and then it's just a bunch of lies. Don't use full service movers. Get your friends, pay them. You know what? It'd be better. Rent yourself a truck. Get your friends, pay them. It'll be much, much cheaper. Unless you're going cross country, then sell all your shit and start anew. That's all I'm saying. It's just not worth it unless you got something like, something from grandma that you want to keep. Say that. Everything else, you can buy new stuff. We're a consumer nation. We're called consumers. We're no longer called citizens of the United States. We're called consumers of the United States. I think that's how business wants to look at us. The consumer price index, the consumer monitor, it's all about how much we're consuming. What we really need to do is stop consuming, because we're consuming so much, we're throwing shit away. So when when grocery stores need to throw away food because it's no longer viable, when is wrong. Everything should be like given away. All right, so let's be outraged that grocery stores don't give away their food after the expiration date. All right, the final days of Mississippi's last abortion clinic. Oh well, this is all I have to say. Because the Democratic Party, and that's where you can put it, because at one point during I have been a Democrat my whole life, but I've realized that there's just one party, and if anybody still believes that our two-party system somehow works for this for the average citizen, I would call you a disillusioned liar. We just made, bribing a politician legal in this country. They can front run the stock market because of inside trade. So let's be outraged about that. Let's be outraged about our leaders who do nothing for us except, do what their corporate sponsors tell them to. So they could have done it when they could have made Roe v. Wade codified across the United States when they had a supermajority under the Obama administration. They could have passed anything they wanted. And what did we get? We got Obamacare. We didn't get universal health care. They could have passed a, infrastructure bill, but they didn't do that. They could have done some really great things, and they didn't do it. And they're proving it again, that they really don't want to do anything. They just want to keep you angry and politically upset, hoping, you know why? Because this is, man. Are we separated from church and state or not? Do you know where one place abortion is legal? Israel. You can have an abortion in Israel because they have always believed it's not viable. It's only, the Catholic Church who decided to do that, and we've kept that going. And the reason why the Catholic Church did it is so they could have future, they need people to prop them up. They need people for money. And this is something that we need to realize, which is why I'm an atheist, is that God does not need money. Period. God never did need money. God doesn't spend money. God does not need it. So if God doesn't need money, why do we need to give the servants of God any money? If God doesn't need it, why do they need it? Do they need it? Fine. Let them get a part-time job and or let them get a full-time job and let them preach about Jesus on the side. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. If they really believe in the Lord, if Jesus is calling them to serve him, well then I will quote Jesus from the Bible, give up all your belongings and follow me. And if you are all these mega churches, all these pastors, all these televangelists, all these guys, They are lying to you. They are ripping you off. And they are using your faith in God to do it. And I think that's what you need to realize, is that our government doesn't work for you. Because let's put it to you this way. If what they say in the Bible, if all these people are true, then why do they have these huge estates? Why do they have private jets? Why do they need all this stuff? You know what you need to preach about Jesus? You need a mountaintop and a good sound system. That's all you need. You know what? You could have Sunday morning services every day. Every day. You could have services every day for free at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles. So, because it's a public park. But nobody knew that. So you could run the steps every day there. But my point is, you don't need money to give money to anybody for God, about God, to spread the word of God, anything like that at all. Anything. So now we've established that our religious leaders have failed us. Our political leaders have failed us. So who can we turn to? Ourselves. That's right. We need to turn to ourselves, because it's you and me who are going to get ourselves out of the problem that we're in. And how do we do it? How do we turn this around? Well, we have to go outside the two-party system. We have to start writing in the names of the people that we trust who don't want money from us to run this country. And I personally myself, that's gonna be my experiment this year. This is gonna be my social media experiment. Can I get myself elected by using social media only? And I'm talking about, I'm gonna get on my TikTok, I'm gonna get on my Twitter, I'm gonna get on everything that I need to do what I need to do. And the thing is, I don't care if I win. It doesn't matter if I win. What I want is to see if I can just get some votes, so people could see that you don't need money to win an election. What you need is sincerity and to earn those votes. And the candle of it's barely making it here. It's barely. Let's see if I can't light the candle of. All right, we got it. All right, it's still going. It's still going. How am I doing on time? That's the other thing I got to find out. How am I doing on time? Let's look over here. How am I doing on time? All right, 14 minutes. Perfect time to end. I want to thank everybody who is tuning in today. I want to impart some wisdom to you. Come up with a plan. I'm gonna quote. I don't know who this came from, but I'm quoting my friend who quotes somebody called Doja Cat, and I know she's quoting somebody else. But a dream without a plan is just a wish. Okay, so I have my plan up here on this wall, and what I'm finding out is there's a lack of execution. So I'm going to be executing more because I'm given this opportunity, and I have not been taking advantage of this opportunity, and I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. So, thank you for watching, and remember, fail every day, because the road to success is paved with failure. All right, everybody, have a good day, and remember, Jesus tolerates you. Y'all have a good day. Be nice to everybody.